Hello, happy Wednesday. I've tried to do this video a couple times and it hasn't been working out. And I decided that instead of trying to give like a whole life history of my gender as a child, that I'm just going to focus on one aspect of my childhood. And that's actually like the transition from non-pubescent to pubescent to teen, and how I feel that my gender identity or my gender queerdom affected that. As a kid, as a young child, I was very gender neutral. I remember the first time that I was called a tomboy. I was 6, and my best friend told me what a tomboy meant, and she told me that she thought that I was one. And I was really excited because I definitely agreed with her. All of a sudden I understood why it was that I was a girl who liked to do boys' things. It made total sense. Unlike Jay, I didn't really feel that it meant that I had to play sports. Although I was a very active kid and wasn't good at sports, but I did play non-organized sports for quite a while. I had female friends and I had male friends. And my male friends were actually... So, yes, I was afraid of puberty. I did not want it to hit. And I was afraid more than it happening, I was afraid that my friends would notice. I did not want it to be noticed. But when it happened, it was definitely noticed. The first time I got a bra, I walked out to where all my friends were playing, and the neighbor lady actually said, in front of everyone, "Well, it's a good thing you got that boob problem taken care of." It was horrible. Further than just like being physically changing and recognized as being more female, I guess, or more adult female, I felt that I was being perceived differently. And it was not something that I wanted. I did not want to grow up to be what I saw as an adult woman. I did not want to get married. I did not want to have children. I felt societal pressures, and I wanted to avoid those. I even wanted to avoid the societal pressures on teens. I did not want to date. I did not want to wear makeup. And I think that I only saw two options. I didn't understand. I saw become more mature female or stay young. And so that's what I did. I just decided I wasn't going to mature. And I kept playing with my friends. My best friend was 3 years younger than me, so that was cool. He and I hung out and played video games. I was pretty much abandoned by my other friends, who I could no longer relate to. My male friends, I could no longer relate to them because they didn't see me the same way that I saw myself. And I feel that I actually missed out on a lot. I didn't really do the normal high school things. I buried myself in homework. I got a 4.0 my freshman and sophomore year. Junior year, I failed all my classes because I figured out that I was gay. But freshman and sophomore year, I was able to pretty much hide. Never went to dances. I didn't do any of the typical teenage things. It wasn't until after I started identifying as a lesbian and accepting myself as a lesbian, and really after I started dating and exploring gender, that I realized that gender was malleable and that I could grow up to be what I wanted to be. I didn't have to be what society says a female has to be. And so here I am today, kind of, I guess, self-actualized and an adult, which is nice. I do feel, however, that growing up and my gender as a child definitely affected my development. I think that I'm more of a kid at heart than a lot of people my age are. I don't know if you saw my 51 Things video. I'll put a link in the sidebar. But it was actually kind of funny watching it for myself because I was like, wow, I wonder if most 24-year-olds have as many toys as I do. And I think that they don't, but maybe they do. If you do, dude, make a 51 Things video and show it to me because that would be awesome. So yeah, that's a little bit about my childhood and how I was affected by gender. I hope that you enjoyed, and have a nice Wednesday. Bye, guys. Okay, so I'm not going to start over because the dog barked, because if I started over every time the dog barked, you would not be getting a wet but Teo, I see. There's nothing out there. So I'm not going to start over because the dog barked, because if I started over every time the Teo, I'm kind of hating you right now. So I'm not going to start over because the dog barked, because if I started over every time the dog barked, you would have no video. So, oh, but I forgot what it was. Damn it. Friends?